everybody, welcome to Retro Game SuperHyper. I'm TJ. Today we're going to be talking about the elevator action MyArcade micro player. I'm a huge elevator action fan. When MyArcade announced that they were going to put this out, I said, I need that. I mean, technically, I guess I didn't really need it because I got one of these. Anyways, we're going to unbox this. We're going to play a little bit of it, so let's check it out. All these MyArcade units come in a cool window box that's covered in original arcade artwork. On the back, you've got some features of the machine. And on the side, there's a little blurb of game history. Hair there, sorry about that. So it's sealed with 3 stickers on the top. We're just going to zip those open. Open her up, and right up on top is a couple of pieces of printed material. There's an instruction manual, which doesn't have a whole lot to say, but it's in several different languages, so it's kind of thick. Then it comes with a little fold-out poster catalog showing the entire MyArcade line. Collect them all. Down here in the Namco section, there is a mystery game coming up. Wonder what it could be. And on the back, there's the Taito lineup, and there's another mystery game, which I think is probably supposed to be the Space Invaders that was announced at E3 this year, which looks super cool. So we'll dump this out, we'll get rid of that little plastic piece, and there's your unit. As you can see, the machine has arcade-accurate artwork as well. On the back, you have your battery compartment. It takes 4 AA's. You can also power it through micro USB. Here's the port down at the bottom. There's a speaker kind of in the middle, and then up top are a couple of volume controls. There's a sticker showing a screenshot. You got to peel that off. There we go. Hey, there's a handsome dude on the screen. How you doing? Now, I don't like to throw away that sticker, because it's actually kind of cool. So what I found out is that the screenshot sticker actually fits perfectly on the inside of the battery compartment door. Check that out. How's that? So we'll replace that. And we are ready to rock and roll. Now, I probably won't be using batteries to power this. I like to use the micro USB, so you can use any micro USB power supply for a cell phone. This one actually came with the Hyperkin Retro HD console. Another option is one of these rechargeable power bricks, made for charging cell phones, but they also work as a really cool power solution for some of these mini arcade games. So we'll plug that into the back. And we'll power up. And we are ready to get our elevator action on. So here's a close-up of the control panel and the bezel. You can see that that artwork is also pretty arcade accurate. Alright, enough yapping. Let's take this thing for a spin and play through a level. So all these MyArcade games use the NES or Famicom versions of the games. They're not the original arcade ROMs. And for that reason, I'm kind of picky about which of these I would buy. You know, some of the NES ports of these classic arcade games are better and more accurate than others. Before this, I did pick up the Mappy one, and you can read about that in one of my blog posts. But the Famicom version of Mappy is really, really good, so I was happy with that. The NES version of Elevator Action is pretty good. It's definitely not perfect, but it's good enough. Graphics-wise, it's spot on. It looks almost arcade perfect. Gameplay-wise, is probably about 90% there. There's a few weird little quirks that don't quite match up, but it plays really well. The only place that the NES Elevator Action kind of suffers is the sound effects. They're not bad, but they're not quite accurate, especially some of the death sounds and some of the jump sounds and the little jingle at Game Over. They're just not right. And the original sound effects in the Elevator Action arcade game are one of my favorite parts of the game. I love them. They're iconic. They bring me back to my childhood. And for some reason, the NES version didn't quite get it right. I don't know why. I would think the NES and the Famicom would be perfectly capable of doing so, but I don't know. I'm not the programmer. I don't have an answer for you. But that is not MyArcade's fault. But anyway, the game is definitely very playable, as you can see. I'm going to get through this level. You can skip ahead for some closing comments if you want, or feel free to watch me play. And out we go. All right. So there you have it. The Elevator Action Micro Player from MyArcade. Fun little machine. Definitely recommend it for the Elevator Action fan like myself. I want to thank you for watching. Please remember to visit Retro Game SuperHyper at retrogamesuperhyper.com. If you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you'd like to support what I do at Retro Game SuperHyper, I do have a Patreon at patreon.com/retrogamesuperhyper. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever fine retro gaming blog content is found. Thanks a lot. See you next time.